possibly female elf dude.
We have to say. So.
Yeah, well, fuckwad can just go to hell.
I believe.
Alrighty.
Where were we all sitting? Because I think that.
I think that
I was sitting next to him and trying to get away from him. I remember that because he sat next to me and I was just like,
it's set up.
You moved into Smo.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you moved into Smo and then we started picking on you. So
that's right. How did I forget that?
How did you forget that? Okay, so
my lovely argument about 6 inches.
She likes monkey feet.
Nope, I'm just really, really freaked out by the metrosexual bard.
Oh, Lord. Okay, so you got to the walled city of Vallaki. Ismark made an ass of himself and stormed off.
Imagine that.
You made your way to the Blue Water Inn, where you met the barkeep Erwin, and bought rooms for the night, meals, and some alcoholic beverages. He asked you to check on the wine supply coming from the Wizards of the Wine Winery because he hadn't got any wine in a while, and that's his main source of profit in around here. You sat down for a meal, and the spectacular bard Rictavio came forward to perform for the night, which he's done every night for a month to get his free room and board. He took an interest in your party, especially Air, apparently, and he plopped down next to her, and we had some nature lessons on the difference between pet dogs and wolves for picks, and we also were starting a conversation about the difference between a pixie and a fairy.
A whole 6 inches.
And that's where we ended. It is dark out. The bar has filled with more people. There's about 11 people in here. It's kind of stuffed. But you were probably the only ones that actually purchased rooms. Most of them are just chilling in the bar to get away from the night and the dangers therein. And Rictavio, he's just sitting there having a conversation with picks about fairies versus pixies.
Uneducated fuckwad.
Well, I'm sorry.
No, you know what? I'm done. I'm going to bed. Good night. Good night, everybody. Fuck all of you. I'm going to bed. I fly into my pocket. I close the zipper. I'm done with him.
I look around and the party go, well, that went significantly better than I thought it was going to.
Yeah.
And he kind of looks at you, Aaron. He's like, it's better now that Octavio is here, isn't it? My lovely.
She's going to like look and see if there's any closer that she can scoot this down and just like.
Yeah, I'm going to get up and walk to the bar just so I have a uncomfortable day.
At which point he takes his seat.
Yeah.
Oh, Lordy.
I'm looking. Bread, this.
And Rictavio kind of scoots down to him. He's like, there. Now we can be alone, my lady. And he kind of bats his eyes at you. And he's like, now tell me of your Viking village. That was very interesting. I've not heard of such before.
Yeah, show him your blade.
That sounds like a really good idea. I'm gonna pull my great hammer and like slam it into the bar in between us and be like, well, we're a warlike people. We kill a lot of folks, especially people that annoy us.
And he kind of runs a finger along your blade and he's like, oh, very nice. Very nice.
At which point she's really pissed because her husband made that. So she's like, no, don't touch that. Bad.
And
so Seeing that my sister is super uncomfortable, I'm gonna come sit behind the creepy dude.
I'm gonna ask the bartender to deliver those two something special.
Oh no.
I'm gonna.
Oh no.
I'm going to put my axe on his shoulder, and in his head, I'm going to say, "So you said you were a boy elf, right?"
He kind of looks. He looks around and he's like, "What?" And he kind of.
Oh, let me introduce my twin, Bryn. She's one of what we call berserkers. Don't want to piss her off.
Brian,
so did he
Erwin
turn to
tells you
kinda look
that'll
at me
be
when
a
she said
goal
that?
for the sweetheart special.
I give him 2.
Did the elf guy turn to look at me when she introduced me?
Yes.
Okay, so I want to keep my axe on his shoulder when he turns around, and when he looks at me, I'm just going to ask again. You said you were a boy elf, right?
Yes.
At this point, I lean over the table and go, "Hey, buddy, fair warning, they do everything together. I mean, have fun."
Oh no.
So
And at that moment, Erwin walks up and there's like
Point, Eric's just like,
champagne and there's some chocolate covered strawberries with like a little fondue dipping thing. And he puts it down in front of Air and Rictavio and Bryn, and he's like, "Oh, compliments of the gentleman at the bar for the young lovers." And
I'm gonna raise a toast with one of my monkey feet.
Eric Taravio kind of smacks his hands together and rubs them together, and he starts digging into the champagne, and he pours both of y'all a glass, and then he kind of motions towards Solus and Girlich like, "You want some?"
I'm busy
That's more than I
taking
can
notes.
all you.
I look at my sister and in Asimir say, "How much trouble do you think we would get if we killed this guy?" Like, just ask
I
me.
say in her head and hers alone. Well, I was going to threaten to cut off his cock to leave you alone, but everybody else decided to fuck with you instead. So I'm just going to go upstairs and go to bed.
Meantime, he's got like a strawberries dipped in chocolate, and he's eating it in a like trying to be provocative way, but it's really kind of funny.
Maybe if you give him
Chocolate
your
all
food
over
and
his
leave, he'll be
lips.
so distracted by the sweets. Like a child, he won't notice that you left.
I think that's a good plan, and I hope we don't need any information from him because I'm running away too. I'm saying this in Asimir to her, so he doesn't understand. So I'm going to, while he's eating, I'm going to like slip away from the table, and
Oh, he was like staring right at you, doing like this chocolate strawberry sexy thing.
Oh, yeah, with the rim of his mouth where he's like, "Aww."
Yeah,
So-
just fondue dripping down his chin.
She told me that she's gonna run away. So I want to take my two-handed hammer and set it on his foot while she goes upstairs, so he can't follow her because there's a hammer being held on his leg.
He's like, "Ow!"
Like you're gonna drop it on his foot.
No, I'm not gonna drop it hard. I'm not trying to break his foot. I'm just trying to set a very heavy hammer on his foot and hold it there while my sister goes upstairs.
He's like, "Sweetie, Rictavio doesn't like it rough."
well, it's been something to meet you, but we have a very early day tomorrow, so I'm gonna bye and just like skedaddle for the stairs.
Want the straw? Oh. And he kind of turns his attention to Bryn. And he's like, "Would you like a strawberry?" And he dips one in to the chocolate kind of.
I tilt my head up enough where he can see under the mask that I don't have a mouth.
He's like, "Oh, suppose not then."
And I just get up and walk away.
Do you go upstairs or you're just...
I'm just kind of gonna go to the top of the stairs, not necessarily go to bed yet, because I'm gonna make sure that nobody starts a bar fight without me. But
Well, yeah, I'm not going to bed. I'm just getting away from him. I'm going upstairs to compile notes of what we've learned and figure out where we're going tomorrow at the winery. That's what I'm doing. And to wash my hands thoroughly because I think I shook his hand when he sat down.
Oh, goodness. So,
Actually, do we have assigned rooms yet?
Hold on 1 second. Let me
I don't
get
think
this
so.
map. You were given rooms, but
we don't know whose is whose.
you haven't, like, yeah, you were just kind of given some rooms.
Okay.
So I want to go back up to the bard and tell him, what you should do is go outside beneath her window and sing her a ballad.
He's like, but I don't sing, sir.
You're gonna have to learn. How bad could it be?
Bard and he doesn't sing.
He's like,
He's a really shitty bard, obviously.
no, remember,
Yeah.
he told you guys that he was the storytelling type.
Right, because he ran the circus or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm sure you could find some really nice poetry that you could.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, accompany with your playing.
I definitely have poetry. You are.
Yeah, and
Very.
I've traveled with her a while. The sappier shit, the better.
Oh, thank you, good sir. Thank you.
I've listened to him. When you look at that, you've got to have a way with women, because if not, you'll never.
Oh,
get
yes. Rictavio often does well with the ladies.
I'm trying not to be a murder hobo, guys. I've been really good. I've been really, really good. Yeah.
And yeah, he's just kind of sitting there chomping on these strawberries and champagne. I mean, he's not gonna turn that shit down. He's been living off of, freeloading basically. So he's chomping down on that crap. He even takes like the discarded champagne glasses from Bryn and Air, and he's got them sucking them down too. He's having a blast, and he's just kind of like, "Well, tell me of your adventures." Rictavio always likes a good story.
No, we would, but I think you're losing time. She'll be asleep soon enough, and you're just not gonna get anywhere.
I reach over and grab the champagne bottle and pull out Pick's little thimble and fill it up and pour myself a glass.
Put it in
All
my
right.
pocket.
You should really go outside and start your serenading, like right now, before it's too late. You're gonna miss your shot, boy.
Well, it's dark, so I can't technically go outside.
That's the point. Take a torch with you. It'll be romantic.
Dark.
Yes, I can't go outside while it's dark, but I could quote the poetry from here.
It's not gonna
And
work. Not gonna work. She wants to see that you're brave enough to go outside and say damned be to whatever lives out there.
Well, I mean, Rictavio is not desperate.
Rent a room?
You rented 3 rooms. I shared it. Jenna will have to go up. But there's 2 rooms with double beds, basically 2 beds, and then there's 1 room with 4 beds. So you can split them up how you want.
Okay, one of the rooms with double beds, I'm going to say is Smo's. And I'm going to go, short sheet the bed and put shit under the blankets and just whatever I can find in that room to, fuck up, but it doesn't look fucked up, I'm going to do it.
So yeah, you tell you're upstairs doing all that, and Rictavio, he's kind of munching on his strawberries, and he kind of looks over and he's like, "What about you, kitty cat? Do you like a good tale?"
I love how Lucy has this big wide-eye stare,
Yeah.
He can see me. I can see the expression on my cat's face, she's certain that she's completely camouflaged, and that stop and stalk, I'm real still.
I'm not moving.
Can't see you if you don't move.
Nope.
And he kind of sidles over a little bit more, and he's like, Rictavio, he's pretty worldly.
Not a word.
Uncle
He's
you
like, "Whoa."
notes that I've been taking the whole time, but in my mind, she thinks a bard is a completely different species. So she's not having any idea how to interact with this.
He's
Oh,
like,
God.
"What's wrong? Sugar cat got your tongue?"
Ew.
I pass one of my hand axes.
That whole
You just
phrase
gave
is
the cat
confusing. Yep. Like,
He just kind of shrugs. He just kind of shrugs and he's like, "Well, thanks for the strawberries." And he gets up and he dallies over to another table and is kind of plops up on top and he starts reciting romantic poetry to the room.
You gotta go louder. She's gonna hear you upstairs, lad.
I go to bed.
I'm waiting at the top of the stairs to direct you into the other room with 2 beds that I didn't screw with. Be like, you're gonna want to take that one.
All right. So, Earlage and Pix move up to their bedroom. What
And my
about?
sister and Solace and I can take the big one with the.
Okay. Air, are you going on upstairs or? I mean, Bryn.
Yeah.
Okay.
Since
And
everybody started to leave.
Solus and Mo, are y'all gonna hang out in the bar? Are you going upstairs? What y'all doing?
I'll go
I'm hanging out the
upstairs.
bar because I want to see whoever stays up late and sticks around that maybe I can talk to.
Okay.
I would also like to try and balance a thing of water over his door. On the inside.
Oh goodness. Okay.
I just picture Solus still doing the stop and go, like staring at the bard slowly up the stairs. Like,
Okay, so Solus is going to bed.
Yep.
Roll me a sleight of hand or either sleight of hand check to see how well you position
Hide
the
step.
glass of water.
Oh, tell me.
Let me get my stats up here. I don't know what side of hand is.
Should be your dex.
Yes, dex. Oh,
Yep.
good. I have a +0 on my dex. That's gonna be great.
That will help out wonderfully.
yeah.
Oh, 19.
Okay, yeah,
Whoa.
you said that thing perfect. I guess you're driven by rage from all this happening.
Revenge.
Yes.
My
So
sister's not the only one with vengeance on her mind. She's just the only one that's following an oath of it.
okay, so everybody else is going to bed. I guess they left you with the key to your room, Smo.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yep. So you're down here.
Oh, you can grab the bed. Because I'm in my pocket. I have my own room.
I would also like to say that Bryn was sufficiently creeped out enough by the elf dude that she pushed this chair up against that door. Like the whole table is in that doorway right now.
And Air is like sleeping with her great hammer.
I love you, my precious. I love you.
After she wiped it down because he did touch it. Like
the germs, the germs.
I hope in your sleep you're mumbling Rictavio while caressing your hammer.
If she's mumbling Rictavio, it's like this. Rictavio, no!
So
She's stroking her hammer and saying his name at inner. She's really dreaming about just bashing his head in with it. But, but to everybody else, they're just like, well, maybe she was more impressed than we thought.
I'm not asleep yet because I'm listening to hear if my machinations bear fruit.
and all you hear from down below is love poetry being shouted to the rooftops, and you hear Erwin, the bartender, like, "Quiet down, man."
Maybe we'll just end up getting him fired. That works too.
There's a lot of hair rhyming with hair. And...
Oh God.
Oh,
I'm gonna
bad
get
poetry.
up and look at where my sister has moved the chair and moved the whole table over there. Just in case.
All the beds piled up in front of the door.
Putting you 15-year-old boy poetry. You know, the bad, like,
Yeah,
young,
really
boy
shitty kind.
poetry. Oh.
So after a while,
Jonas, are you all right? Were you okay? You seemed a little freaked out when you came up here.
I got a puppy tail and
I look at my sister
Tells
like,
about
I've
that
never
kid.
heard her make that noise before. I feel like things went really badly.
Sick.
so everybody goes off to bed except for Smo, and Octavio kind of makes a show of doing this love poetry for a little while, and then he tells a couple stories for the locals, and they all like it. And he takes a break and comes sits at the bar next to you. There's about
I move over to a different table.
well, all the other tables are pretty much filled up.
That's okay. I can just move as far away from him as possible. I'm not talking to him.
You can find a table, chair at the table you exited that some people sat down at after you left, or you can just mosey around the
Yeah, I'm
bar.
gonna go talk to them. Just move right on in on there.
Okay, so you pull over Octavio, and these people are sitting around, with their beverages and kind of quietly chatting amongst themselves. And this half orc just with monkey feet comes and plops down at their table.
But I'm dressed like a peasant. They should accept me as one of them.
They all kind of give you a sideways look, like, okay. And there is 4 people at this table. There is a man, a woman, another woman, and a small boy. So one man.
I just want to quietly say to them all, like, just please allow me to sit here. I really got to get away from that bard.
And they all kind of look at each other, and they're like, why would you want to get away from him? He tells such wonderful tales.
Yeah, they're probably bullshit. Yep. Earmuffs, kids. Sorry, earmuffs.
upstairs, I am being smothered by the irony of that statement.
And they're like,
like can spot like.
Well, tales aren't always true, good sir, but that doesn't make them any less enjoyable, especially around here.
Not his, if you catch my meaning.
Well, to each their own. To each their own. If you care to sit, you're more than welcome.
I appreciate it. So yeah, I'll buy them around at least for letting me sit here.
Oh, they love that. They're all excited, and they like toast you. They get your name. They ask your name. What is your name, good sir?
William.
To William.
That totally wasn't conspicuous at all.
Sorry, I was not used to this strong ale. It caught in my throat.
They say, to William, all will be well. And everybody in the bar kind of goes haphazardly, all will be well. Like they say it 10 million times and are sick to death of it.
That's a strange toast.
Oh, well, it is the motto of Vallaki. The Burgermeister really enforces the motto, and we all like it, don't we? And they all shake their heads like, yeah, sure, we like it.
Can I roll insight to see if they're being facetious about how much they like it?
Oh, yeah, you can roll insight.
All right, that's a 13.
Yeah, they hate that damn saying.
Okay, yeah.
But there seems to be a reason, like they are very trying not to show that they hate it. So
I wanna lean in close to the nearest one and be like, so I'm guessing you're real big fans of this Burgermeister, are you?
And he like plasters one of those fake smiles on his face, and he says, Oh yes, the Baron is well loved here in Vallaki.
take it. He does a lot for the people. Real stand-up guy.
Very stand-up. He's all about happiness, because if we're happy, the dark can't touch us. And, this whole time he's got that plastered look on his face, like, and...
Is this like a Soviet Russia situation where murder doesn't happen there because they said that murder doesn't happen there?
What?
Just getting some serious Child 44 vibes.
Yeah.
Well, as long as you're all happy and don't need any help, and you can blink once if you don't feel like saying you need help. But I guess cheers to you, and it will be well.
All will be well. All will be well. All will be well. You would do good to remember the phrase, good sir.
I catch your meaning. Is the bard a regular around here? Or did he just show up as well?
The bard has been here for about a month. We don't get many visitors, and he is very entertaining for us. So, well, most of us come here anyway to escape the horrors outside, but it's good to have...
Did you say there were whores outside?
Killer whores. So they're out to get you.
No, the horrors. The wolves and the bats.
Sorry, kid. Earmuffs. Sorry.
The ghosts.
So,
I think the woman with the child kind of looks around and grabs her kid and kind of wanders off to another table.
What do you expect associating with pirates?
Well, I'm not dressed as a pirate. I'm dressed as a peasant.
Yeah.
They accept me as one of their own. Is the bard by any chance employed by your burgermeister?
No, not that I am aware of.
It seems awful convenient that he's been here for a month. Usually they move on.
Well, I mean, this is Barovia. Vallaki is one of the safest places around. I can't fault him for staying in a safe place.
No, sure.
Circus.
What?
The guard said he ran a circus, and I was too busy running away from him to question it. So ask the town people about the circus.
I would, but I don't remember any of that because I didn't listen to anything the bard had to say. You can come back on down if you'd like.
I'm good. Not that curious.
So, are all of you, making pretty good money down here doing whatever weird work we all do, us downtrodden?
Where did you say you were from, sir?
Away.
Here?
From away.
From maybe Barovia by any chance? You kind of have their look about you.
Is that a knock at my feet? You got a problem with my feet?
No, just the gray skin and the clothing you were wearing are kind of...
I did pass through there on my way here, and it was pretty bad over there. I decided not to stay. Decided to come here to this prosperous city where all will be well.
Yes. All will be well as long as we stay happy. And the bard keeps people happy, so
don't kill him. Got it. I mean,
I know
he's killing it around here.
He's happy.
Yes.
Got it. Yeah.
Please don't do anything to...
No, I didn't say I was going to. I just making sure he doesn't wander outside to serenade someone with poetry like he should have done an hour ago.
Weaponized.
He kind of looks at you a little confused, like, okay.
It would make her real happy.
And Rictavio kind of kind of glances at you, and he's like, "You're talking to me, good sir?"
No, absolutely not.
Did you want to hear a story after all?
I ignore him pointedly.
He's playing hard to
What
get.
about
Listen to the cat's voice in your head.
I mean, I can make him have a voice in his head. Just saying.
So if I were new in town and looking for some kind of work around here, what would you all recommend? Like who seems to be paying well these days?
I mean, you could join the guard. They're always looking for new people there to defend us.
Yeah, I'm not quite cut out for that.
The Burgermeister has recently lost some of his employees. Maybe you could fill a role there.
How did he lose them?
We're not sure. Nobody really knows.
Were they what kind of employees? Like serving staff or?
Yes. It was his lady, the Baroness's maid of lady in waiting, and it was also.
Well, guys, Brian's done adventuring. Good job, lady in waiting.
He's got the pretty dress already.
Yeah.
It's a little tattered, but I can patch it.
I believe it was the valet, if I'm not mistaken.
Interesting.
I believe so. Once they become employed with the Burgermaster, they kind of stay away from us. Their station has been elevated, and they don't mess with commoners as much as they used to.
Yep, the plight of the poor folk, am I right? All will be well.
All will be well. If you do go work for the Burgermeister, just make sure you're happy.
I'm pretty jovial. I can arrange that.
Yes.
What else do you got around here? Because I'm not sure I'm cut out for lady in waiting work.
Yeah, he kind of laughs at you. And he's like, well, he kind of like he's debating, telling you something, and he's like, Lady Fiona watched her. I mean, she is very well off, and she pays very well, but there's always seemed to be something funny about her. I would proceed with caution on that one.
Funny in what way?
People go missing, and they're very locked in their house. Her sons come out, and they're a very jovial lot. You might catch them at some point wandering the streets. I would just be careful with that lot. There seems to be rumors of more than what might be on the surface there.
What are their names? Should I run across them?
The boys
Yes.
are Nicola.
Fiona, correct?
Yeah, the woman is Fiona. The boys are Nicola, it's Nikolai, and Carl.
And Nikolai and Carl.
And that is from the book, Carl. I was like, really? Okay. And then her daughter Stella hasn't been seen in quite a while.
I feel like Carl was an accident. Based on that name.
Carl.
Well, I thank you for your recommendations.
And Carl.
Yeah.
There's also, I mean, the only other places that you could look at is maybe the coffin maker's shop, but he's a very ornery person. He doesn't stay jovial like he should, so I don't know if I would mess with him too much.
So we should.
I hear it's a really grave business.
And they all laugh. And they're like, there's also the stockyard, the woman says. Although they haven't been that busy lately, so probably might be able to find work there, but I'm not sure.
I imagine that's why you have a shortage of beef animals lately. More wolf meat than anything.
Yes. Times have been tough, but we're happy. Everybody's happy. Yes.
Well, I thank you all for your information and the conversation here. So with that, I will leave you to it, and sorry for corrupting your son with horrible language.
Oh, it's fine. No fault.
That kid's totally gonna get hung like next week for not being happy because he's gonna drop the F-bomb in front of the Burgermeister.
Okay, so
My day is fucking fantastic, sir.
Yeah, before I go up there, I want to tell the bard, like, last chance I can get you in the room.
He's like, I'm not.
Oh God.
I'm not exactly desperate, good sir. I would never do that to a lady, but thanks, I suppose.
You could be her Prince Charming, like in the stories, and wake her with a
less
kiss.
rapey than we thought.
Yeah. He kind of laughs and he kind of slaps you on the shoulder. He's like, Rictavio does not have a shortage in that department, if you catch my drift, good sir.
Yeah, I don't believe you for a minute, but well, you have your own room here in the inn.
Huh?
Do you have your own room here in the inn, Rictavio?
I do.
Oh, okay. Well, I was going to offer you mine, but you're well off. That's fine.
Rictavio does many a thing, good lad, but boys are not one of them. Thank you.
No, I was just going to say it there.
That happened. That's canon.
I was hoping he'd go in there and set off those traps that I don't know about.
He's like, good night
I'm
to you.
happy either way, so.
Yeah. All right.
True.
Alrighty. So you go upstairs.
Yeah, can I check for traps at my door?
Give me a perception check, but it has to be pretty high, I'm gonna say, because you've been drinking and it's middle of the night, so.
And have no reason to suspect that your door is booby trapped.
No, it would just be you have to.
Yeah, that's just a 10. So.
Yeah. No. You go and you open your door, and as soon as you do, water just splashes all over your head, and a glass kind of hits you on the shoulder and shatters at your feet.
Was there
a picture of her against the door, like waiting to hear the sound?
Were any of us upstairs when she did that? Like, would the noise scare us if we didn't know?
I would have told. I told Bear to go into the other room.
Okay.
But I didn't tell him why. I told him to go in the other room, and then I was like, "Hey, you're in here with me and my sister, because that room's for Smo."
Okay.
Yeah. You can just do whatever you
Bear's
want.
door is so loud, you're not gonna wake him up.
All right.
And then
so, since we're on the prank train, I'm going to use the hell out of my chamber pot. And I'm going to set it right outside their door.
Why am I having flashbacks to a previous game?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the sad thing is it's a balcony.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It is.
Yep.
Okay. So, and what does he find when he goes in his room? Everything's been stripped. Chelsea, is that?
No, I like short sheeted the bed and like put stuff under the mattress, like just anything I could do to be annoying, but not like deadly. I just wanted to annoy the hell out of him because he was assisting the bard and annoying the hell out of me.
So just being a master.
Yeah,
all right.
Like when you go to camp, shit that happens at camp. You put like dried noodles in your bed and crap.
Wish I had some toothpaste. That would be pretty good.
I would.
Alrighty. So everybody takes a long, good night's sleep, long rest.
Some of us more comfortable than others.
Yes.
So yeah, what? Short sheeted both the beds.
So what time does everybody want to wake up?
8.
You went to bed kind of late. So
Early as possible because I want to witness whoever steps in my shit, basically.
So you want to wake up like at dawn?
Yeah, before dawn.
Whatever gives me the full 8 hours.
Yeah, exactly. I want my full 8 hours and then I'm good. I don't care.
Well, what am I talking about? Even whenever he gets up, I'm in the pocket. I'm still asleep until he tells me I actually need to wake up and do something.
Yep.
I mean,
I'm
out.
My health
I would
is full.
like to point out you started this, so if you want to continue this,
Oh, it's on.
Okay. So, Brian, Mo, roll me a perception check while you're up. I'm assuming you're like standing in the hallway waiting for
Yeah, that's a 7.
a 7.
Yep. Unless you go by my passive, which is 10, but either way.
Does he know which room that? I guess both the doors are right there, so it's in front of both doors.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm gonna say you're chilling there, and
yeah, I'm gonna assume that I could hear the Goliath tromping to his room from down below since it's all open.
Well,
Yeah,
of
of
course,
course.
you see where the doors are on the map. It doesn't matter because if it's in front of one door, it's in front of both.
Oh, it is. Yeah.
you can trap both sets.
Yeah.
Girly, I mean, Smo, you get up, you get the chamber pots all set up and everything, and you're kind of.
So is this on the floor?
Oh yeah, it's right on the floor there, right in front of your door.
So you're waiting.
So even if it opens outward, it's gonna knock it over.
You're waiting on this to happen, and you do notice that downstairs, when you got up, Rictavio was down there, and he had like a bag full of stuff, and he waited until dawn, and then he exited.
Bag full of stuff, huh?
Yeah, can't really tell what it was. It was just like a white burlap type bag, a smaller bag, but enough that he had to sling it over his shoulder.
All right. Noted.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, all right. Everybody wakes up. What do you girls do? I'm going to say the 3 girls roll me a perception check, but it would have to be high just to see if you smell something wafting up from behind the door.
I planned on not sleeping until someone made me get up. So,
yeah. So whoever's waking up.
I got nothing. I have no idea there's any shit going down whatsoever.
And that 20'd it.
Nat 20.
Way to go, Solace.
Solace,
The cat can smell.
you wake up to like a horrendous smell because you have, heightened senses anyway, being a cat. And it's just like bad, and it's coming from the door. It just smells like somebody took a dump outside your door.
Yeah, I'm just gonna be standing by that stairway down, just like filing my nails with my dagger, just waiting.
Yeah.
So what are you going to do, Lucy?
And y'all have to move all this furniture too.
Yeah. I'm gonna get up, and like once I get up and get dressed, everything, I'm gonna start moving the furniture, and then I guess that's probably what wakes the cat up is the noise or the smell.
And I'm gonna say, since you barricaded the door like that, the door opens inward, because otherwise, why would you barricade the door like that? So.
paranoia, panic.
Yes, that's true.
I will ask
So it would
him
make
now.
noise when he tried to get in. If he tried to get in.
The water trick wouldn't have worked unless the doors opened inwards anyways.
Yeah.
True.
So I'm moving a chair, or I'm moving the table away from the door first, because that was the last thing I piled up there.
And I will ask out loud when I wake up what that smell is.
What are you talking about?
The smell like somebody didn't make it out of the room because the door was barricaded.
You both turn and look at Bryn.
I'm gonna go poke my sister and be like, "Hey,
What?
You need a wife?
that smells shit. Maybe outside the door, maybe inside.
Check your boots.
I'm not sure what you're asking, but I haven't shit myself sober since I was 2. So I can't drink. So it wasn't me. I'm going back to sleep.
Well, if you hear any loud cursing or anything, it's probably us.
Well, the
I
pirate would have been
expected nothing less.
So can she mentally ask the pirate if maybe he pooped his pants and that was something? He was up for a while.
Does Solace ask me to ask who shit themselves?
Is the pirate?
I mean, if you ask me to ask if someone shit themselves, I'm just going to project to anyone in a 30-foot radius who shit themselves.
Like
everybody at the bar and out there, like
underwear check.
That's a strange thought to have pop
I'm
in your
half
head.
asleep. I don't really care.
Oh my
Oh.
While this
Yeah.
is going on, I'm very carefully like moving the furniture away from the door and like investigating the door.
And I forgot to say also,
Well,
Smo, everybody had exited the bar at dawn, and then Rictavio had came out with his package and left after, right at dawn, but after everybody else had
So
left.
Smo's the only one that's seen Rick Tavio's package. See how it is?
Yeah. I've seen his big white sack.
Sorry, kids.
Oh god.
For work.
To make sure to tell Air all about it.
Oh god.
Air is currently investigating the door and trying to figure out if she can open it without something falling on her. Because now I'm suspicious. Because she
Okay.
Legion, that is nasty.
Give me an investigation check.
Yes, and
Because the
please
cat-
don't do
Oh
that
my
while
God,
we're
it's
looking
so
up for
I'm
something.
like, well, I did prank the pirate last night, so this might be kind of a.
Did things become too real in the Jones household?
Yeah.
Really?
They got
My
smell
dog-
vision over there.
What am I rolling? Investigation?
Yeah, investigation.
Oh, you are a nasty bastard.
That was a hit.
That is good, everybody.
That was a real
Go
shitty
get the
hit.
spray.
There's nothing above your head that you can tell.
Yeah, you're looking up as you step out.
Well, because that's what I did to you. I put water above the door, so I'm like, okay, what do you do?
Yeah.
I imagine you would be sniffing too. Like, what does she smell?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out, like, I'm going to very carefully, like, open the door.
Yeah, nothing happens.
Now the room
So I open
smells
the
like
door,
cinnamon
there's
apple shit.
a pot of shit sitting in front of the door.
Basically, yeah, there's a huge.
About this time, I exit my room and kick that son of a bitch over the rail.
I'm going to jump backwards. I am jumping backwards.
Oh Lord. Okay.
Hotel, guys.
Give me an athletics, Justin.
Sorry, guys. Our dog decided we needed smell-o-vision. Oh. God, that is boring.
We're totally getting kicked out of these.
Non-natural 20.
Oh my
Nice.
God.
Hey, but they can't be mad about it, Chelsea. They have to be happy.
So yeah,
We don't know that yet.
it goes flying over the railing and lands on top of the bar, and there's just poop and pee all over the bar, dripping down to the seats.
I'm gonna bust up laughing.
I'm hanging onto the door frame, and I look down, and then I look at Bear, and I look over like,
What'd you do?
we're totally getting kicked out. Girls, we're getting kicked out. We're done.
I think that is our cue.
At the sound of the noise, I walk into the doorway, like stretching and yawning, and I see the shit all over the bar, and I go, "Oh, that's probably what smelled weird."
Yeah.
The bar made a mess last night.
Still leaning at the end of the hallway with his dagger.
So somehow the innkeeper and his wife sleep through that crap, but their two
Literally
boys
that
come running out the door, and they look over their balcony. That's the one across from you guys, and they're like, "Oh my God, mommy, daddy!" And they go running to their parents' bedroom.
Guys,
We're gonna
when
have
we
to
come
keep
out
that.
here, we're just gonna tell them we heard a loud crash, and when we look down, the bar was covered in shit. We don't know how it happened.
I cross my arms and lean forward and look at Grayla. She goes, I wonder who's going to be missing a chamber pot.
Yeah, I've just been
Got
dying
mine.
laughing over here the entire time.
Oh Lord. Okay. So yeah, so mom and dad come out and they're in their, night like dress outfits, like old, Christmas Carol type stuff.
With the cap and everything?
Yeah. And they look down and they're like, "Oh my God, who did this?"
It was your boys. I saw them causing a ruckus this morning. Woke me up.
And they're like, "No, Mom, no."
Well, I was here the whole time, bright and early. I heard a noise, and next thing I know, they were dumping the chamber pot over the railing.
Dumping.
Yep.
Okay, give me a deception.
All right, that's.
Couldn't have blamed it on the bar.
Better.
Had to blame it on.
Oh shit, that's a non-natural 20. Fuck yeah.
Oh wow.
Those
Okay,
kids
hold
are
on one
fucked.
second. Let me look.
We're gonna get to the end of this game, and those little boys are gonna become the new boss villain.
Yeah, they're gonna be the next big villain.
So much therapy.
Yep.
Couldn't save them.
Yep.
Come on.
Yeah, they were giggling and whispering to each other, saying "fuck Dad's bar, fuck Dad's bar." It was a terrible sight.
I did not have their stats prepared. I guess I should for this group, but
Because you never know what crazy shit we're gonna do.
With this, you need to have stats for like the bar stool. Like you never know what's gonna happen.
Yeah, pretty much.
We're bad people.
We are.
Only one of us is blaming dumping shit on a bar on children.
Okay, we travel with bad people. How about that? Is that more accurate?
I feel like you should have at least blamed it on the bard.
Nah.
or one of the patrons, something.
The bard, I saw everyone left and the bard just said something about a Cleveland steamer and then he started unbuttoning his pants and I ran to my room in a terror.
Okay, so that's charisma. Well, they would be perception, right?
Also, I apologize in advance if any hiccups are coming over the microphone, but I've laughed too much.
Okay, they got an 18, so you're 20. They are like, they turn to their children. They are upset, and they're like, "Rom and Bray, how dare you!" And they grab them by their ears and drag them off into the bedroom, and they're like, "You're gonna clean this up all day." And they look over before they go in the room. They're like, "We're so sorry about this happening. Please accept our apology."
Tell them that
No
everything's going to
problem.
be well.
I understand. Children can be horrid sometimes.
Yeah, maybe if you give us a little extra bonus for helping you out with your wine problem, we'd be able to forgive and forget.
We're gonna go take care of the winery today. Shut up.
So if you want to add a couple more coins into that pouch, we'd forget all about this little incident.
We'll do what we can.
Because as it is, we're going in just not as well rested, having to hear that ruckus the little bastards caused.
Oh God.
It's fine. It's fine. Children.
And the
will be
mom kind of
children.
shuffles them in, and Erwin looks at you, and he's like, "Excuse me, but my kids are not bastards. They might be a little unruly, but."
Are you sure?
Yeah, they're not-
Oh, boy.
When he says that, I want to go over and attempt to cover his mouth as he's making things worse.
Yeah, Erwin has a very angry look on his face right now. Like,
He doesn't mean anything by it. He's very grouchy when he doesn't get enough sleep, and just
well, obviously we won't be able to serve breakfast this morning. Please accept my apologies, but perhaps you can find something in the town square. And
we appreciate that. Thank you, and very, very sorry for the mess that you're going to have to deal with today. Very sorry.
The mess your kids made.
I grab the nearest ear to me and just start hauling him down the stairs out of the building.
Alrighty.
I
So
got
you,
outside.
They're just gonna be like, nope, I have no clue what's going on. I'm just gonna go right out the fucking front door.
When
Fuck
we
this.
get out there, I'm just gonna let loose all the laughter I've been holding in all up there. That was amazing.
did anyone wake
You are an awful
Wake Bryn
person.
up?
Yeah, I came out
Okay.
after the chamber pot. So.
Okay, just making sure. So yeah, so everybody wakes up and you basically have to scoot by all of the poop on the bar on your way out, and
I cannot believe you take this shit pot.
That thing smelled.
Did you have to kick it?
I didn't mean to. I was just trying to get away.
Right. It's so, fucking football kick.
I'm in front of Smo and I'm like, okay, we need to discuss appropriate prankage. Dumping shit on a person's bar is not appropriate. That is nowhere near appropriate.
Well, technically, Smo did do that.
I didn't put it near the bar.
It was his fault.
I didn't know the Goliath was such a good punter.
You could blame those poor children. You blame the kid. You couldn't even blame the asshole bard. Like, he's at least an asshole. You can blame the poor children.
That was out of left field.
Now, speaking of the bard, we need to see him again, so I may need you to actually help out in a situation. He had a huge sack when he was leaving the bar this morning.
Better be a metaphor.
Yes, a metaphor for the giant loaded sack he had slung over his shoulder.
The actual thing that I saw.
When I got up this morning before the shit hit the bar, I saw him go out and he was carrying
Forget
what
shit
looked
hit
like
the fan. Now our new saying is shit hit the bar.
It should have hit the bar. He left the building with a huge bag full of something. I didn't get a good look at it, but it's very suspicious.
Did you get to talk to Anthony last night? Question him. I know he said he ran a circus near here.
He just had a lot of bad poetry.
Yeah, we heard it a lot.
Yeah, it was worse than you could ever imagine downstairs. And then I'm gonna.
Well, it wouldn't have been so bad if somebody hadn't encouraged him.
Yeah, I can't believe your sister was really trying to get you to go for that. Who would have thought? But
do I hear him say that?
yeah, I'm not subtle.
Can I just punch him in the face? Just like sucker punch him?
Give me an attack roll.
Back of the head, because that's what I'm considering.
Oh God.
Would I have an attack modifier for punching?
Huh?
Would I have an attack modifier for punching?
Probably just
unarmed.
Yeah, whatever that is.
Yeah. So that
I have no clue what that is.
So maybe strength.
Unarmed.
Strength, I would think.
Yeah.
Yeah, strength.
So +2, so that's an 18.
Yeah, that's gonna hit, and then you roll a d4.
Yeah, I knew D4 was damage for unarmed.
Yep.
I'm missing one of my D4s. That's not good.
Oh no.
That's only a 2, but that's fine.
All right, yeah, I'll take that. That's fine.
And don't forget, everybody got healed up and spells back. All that
Yeah.
good.
Yep.
When that happens, I just smirk at him. Oh, whoops.
Yeah, well, I hope she gets harder with that hammer of hers. But anyway, so I learned from the locals.
I hit him again.
Oh God,
guys,
That's
we have to
weird.
go to the winery tonight.
Yeah, I also-
Really like the winery tonight, so
I learned from the
Alright.
locals a few
invited
things.
to a minimum.
So if it's a natural
whole
20, you double.
You double your
You roll 2. Okay.
Yeah.
7 points of damage.
7. Okay, yeah, that's
Yep.
fine.
The whole time this is going on, I'm just up on Bear's shoulder going,
I'm not trying to hurt him. I'm trying to do negative reinforcement.
It's like swatting a bad puppy.
I'm so hungry.
Eat Kraken.
All right. So I fill them in on all the conversations I had with the peasant folk at the bar.
I added that to the notes, so it's all in there.
I wander off to go find breakfast.
just to shut me up.
To sum up, we have a crazy bard that's got a sack full of something that runs a circus nearby. We have a crazy old lady with 2 sons that are out and about, but daughter's missing. We have the Burgermeister Baron, who has a very communist rule viewpoint.
And everybody's got to be happy or else something bad happens.
And is missing 2 of his servants, one of which is a woman. And then we have the winery that we need to take care of so we can try and get the Sword of Vengeance.
Yeah.
My question is, could the missing servants be related to the missing daughter? We do know Strahd likes his ladies.
That was going to be my burrito question.
But does he like ladies, or does he just like ladies that remind him of his?
Well, he did
Ex-wife,
take
girlfriend,
crazy Gertrude. He did take crazy lady Gertrude's daughter, the one that we met, the crazy lady that we met in the very.
Know that he took her for sure? Because I mean, really, is crazy lady Gertrude a reputable source of information?
Crazy lady's Mary. Gertrude's the daughter.
Well, we still got information from the crazy lady.
Yeah, no, she's not necessarily, but that could be something. We might want to have a weapon before we start investigating something that could involve Strahd kidnapping more women.
I vote Bard because it's probably the closest at this point. And then Sword of Vengeance because I really want to go get that Sword of Vengeance.
I would vote check out the circus and the Bard. Dear God, help me. And then go check out the Wizard of the Vine winery.
Smo, give me an intelligence check real quick.
All right. That's a 9.
A 9? Okay.
You're just gonna grin and not say anything. That's cool.
Oh, I didn't hear why I was rolling this. I didn't hear anything as to why I was rolling this. I've been waiting for her to say what I'm rolling for.
Oh, no, I was just seeing if you caught something, but you didn't.
No, I was talking to Sarah. Sarah's just smirking.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, what did I miss here? I rolled a 9.
You didn't roll high enough for something.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
You didn't catch something.
Right. So don't just smirk. Like, say the shit.
Don't leave me hanging.
I was debating if I was going to let anybody else roll, but I think you were probably the best one. So.
Yeah, I'm completely distracted because I just keep telling Bear in his ear how hungry I am.
Do I find something for her to eat eventually, please, God?
If the Erwin told you to go to Town Square if you wanted to find food.
Yeah, I'm going Town Square.
Okay. All right. So is everybody going to Town Square for right now, or is?
Yeah.
Meanwhile, I want to ponder. Wait, didn't what's his name go to the Burgermeister?
Yes.
So that problem's over with. Maybe he'll wind up dead too. He looks a little bit like a woman.
You said that they have to be happy, right?
I was saying he was
decided. Happy person.
So he's dead. Cool.
we can't count on that.
Quest complete.
I'm sort of agreeing with him right now, and that's concerning me a lot.
I mean, I feel like he's out of our hair for now. He'll probably show back up later. But
I hope not. I hope he's dead. Anyway, breakfast. So we're following the Goliath.
Sorry, I'm trying to find where exactly.
Just carrying Kraken in one arm, and I'm just on his shoulder, just sitting there, just like acting like I'm dying of starvation. I'm just like, so hungry. So hungry.
It sounds like Kraken is farting a whole bunch.
Yes. Oh my God. He's freaking killing us over here.
Okay. So you head off to the town square. It's still early in the morning, but there are people out and about. You see shops and homes that are enclosed the town square that are decorated with limp, tattered garlands and painted wooden boxes filled with tiny dead flowers. At the north end of the square stands a row of stocks locked in which are several men, women, and children, all wearing crude plaster donkey heads. In the center of the square, peasants in patchwork clothes eye you suspiciously as they use cups and vases to draw water from a crumbling stone fountain. Standing tall at the center of the fountain is a gray statue of an impressive man facing to the west. All around the square are posted proclamations reading, "Come one, come all, to the greatest celebration of the year, the Wolf's Head Jamboree. Attendants and children required. Pikes will be provided. All will be well, the Baron."
Pikes? It did say pikes will be provided, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Pikes to post your
Children
children on.
Children are required.
Yeah.
Suddenly, I have a
And
really less great feeling about this town.
Well,
Everybody roll me a perception check real quick.
Which one of you is the acne performing guy? I think it was you.
Perception.
14.
in here too.
18.
20 non-natural.
Nice.
Okay, so pretty much everybody, y'all notice that there are 2 guards and another gentleman making the rounds in the square, taking down the proclamation you just read and replacing it with a new one. And you go to investigate the new proclamation, and it says, "Come one, come all, to the greatest celebration of the year, the festival of the blazing sun. Attendants and children required, rain or shine, all will be well, the Baron."
Attendance.
I don't know why all these festivals require children.
Yeah.
I know the best festivals don't allow children.
Do we see many children like around the square as we're passing through, or like children
You don't
kind of blatantly absent?
You don't see a whole lot of children around the square other than the ones in the stockades with the donkey masks, but there are merchants and peasants, you know, at the well getting water, and there are people there hawking food items and different things.
All right. So
Is
I
this
will
one
take
say
the
anything about
meat on the
pikes being
ship.
provided?
Hmm?
Does this one say anything about pikes being provided like the last one?
No, not this one.
but it's another forced.
It's a bring your own pike party.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
another forced gathering where I'm pretty sure they're sacrificing children. So make sure you're happy.
Can I speak to one of the guards still putting these up, right?
Yeah.
Or the guy putting them up?
Yeah, there's 2 guards with a guy putting them up.
Hello, good sir. Could I ask you a question, please?
Are you asking the guy or the guards?
The guy. He seems like he might be in charge-ish.
He kind of glances at you and he's like, "I'm kind of busy here, but if you make it quick."
When is this festival? And who all is required to attend? We're travelers passing through, sorry.
He kind of looks at you and he kind of points to the sign and he says, "Attendance and children required." Attendance means everybody's attendance. Obviously, you're travelers. The Burgermeister likes to be sure everyone gets to partake in the happiness and joy from the festivals to keep away the evil minions. So the gates are now locked, and they will be locked for 2 days until the festival comes.
Oh!
So you will be attending the festival, good dear.
All right.
And have
we
a
don't
very
have
happy
children.
time, too.
We don't have any children to bring.
Well, that's fine. If you don't have any, you don't have to bring any then.
The pirate acts like a child.
You know, the
so,
innkeeper's
what
got
are we
2.
celebrating?
Maybe we could borrow one.
What exactly are we celebrating?
We are celebrating, and he kind of points to the sign again. The Festival of the Blazing Sun.
So just the sun in general. Okay. Father, son, the deity?
No, the sun, the blazing sun. And he kind of like looks at the guards next to him, kind of like,
Sorry, we're
is she
not around
daft?
here. And clearly our ways are a little bit different. Thank you for your information, and I'll be happy to see you at the festival. All will be well.
Yes, all will be well.
I'm going to march back to the group. So,
Pretty sure they
guys,
stick
we
the
have a
children out in the
problem.
sun all day.
What? What problem?
we're attending this
Wow,
festival
that
that's
was
starting
good.
in 2 days because they've locked all the city gates and we can't leave.
For how long?
For at least 2 days until the festival gets here.
What?
Yep.
I mean, is the circus within the city gates where we don't have to leave the town? Because if so, this is not an immediate problem.
We can go investigate and see if the circus is nearby. I hope it is, because otherwise we're locked in here with nothing to do for 2 days. So, yeah.
Well, if it is, we'll see if anyone can pick a lock, or we can climb a fucking fence.
Oh, yeah, it'd be great if somebody knew how to pick locks.
Hey there. Think you can knock down a whole freaking city gate?
Probably. But let's go find her boyfriend first.
And you hear like sniffles coming from the blockade where the kids are with their donkey masks on.
Are you guys
it's like Pinocchio Island situation.
Yeah. Are you all going to get some breakfast?
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm going to go talk to the children.
Don't get us in trouble.
Out of everyone here, who has the best track record for not getting us in trouble?
With children.
The cat hasn't gotten us in trouble yet.
Yeah, the cat has never. I haven't gotten us in trouble either, except with the barn, and that was assisted.
Okay. So everyone goes to a vendor and gets food.
Are there any vendors that would happen to have a jar of honey?
Oh shit.
I'll give you a chance. Let's see.
Jelly.
Yes, there is.
Excellent.
Hold on 1 second. This is gonna have to be high. Or actually, you roll me a d20. I want to see.
It's a 12.
12. Okay. Yeah, you find a vendor and he's got like just a couple jars of honey.
All right, I'll take a jar.
He's like, oh, you would like a jar of the precious nectar of life, and he's trying to really upsell it, you know. And he's like, that'll be 250 gold, sir.
It's very expensive printing.
I'm just gonna look at him, just dumbfounded, for a minute. And then I'm going to inspect it and be like, well, what's so special about this bee shit?
Because there's only 3 jars left in town, and it just got put on lockdown, so everything kind of goes up on price.
You know, you can just get this stuff.
Well, if you could get it from bees, then you're more than welcome to do so, but I assure you it is very, very rare to find around these parts.
Yeah, 250. It's really not worth it. Besides,
okay.
And I'm gonna take a sniff and be like, yeah, this is old. This isn't even good stuff.
Well, that's your prerogative, good sir.
All right. Well, what else do you got that's not an Armel egg?
Well, I don't sell those, and he kind of giggles, and he's like, "But
all the shopkeepers are creepy."
Yeah.
He said he doesn't sell those.
Somebody else does.
I have an assortment of jams and jellies.
Maybe you should bust those out and show them to me. Does he have to like turn around to pull those out?
You just told me not to get in trouble, and what are you doing?
Being true to his nature.
Yep.
I'm gonna say yes. He has to at least bend over and dig around to get his samples.
All right, let's see if I can knock out a sleight of hand check here.
He's totally not going to be able to ID the.
Yeah, that is actually a 22.
Yeah. What are you gonna pocket the honey?
Yeah, I'm just gonna take the honey and walk away.
Okay. He comes up with his samples and he's like, "Let me show you." And you're gone, and he kind of looks around. Let me see if he gets a perception check, because there's not that many people around, especially not. Oh, he crit failed, so somehow he doesn't see the 7-foot-tall half orc
with monkey feet. That's because of my peasant attire. Your eyes just walked right over the small folk. All right, so jar of honey acquired. Good. That's all I need.
He stole some honey from this poor guy.
Yep.
I'm just poking Bear in the head, going, Bear, Bear.
There's some people. There's a bread vendor selling like different breads. There's some people selling some meat on sticks, like sausages and such.
Ooh, I like this.
Yep, I'm taking meat on a stick.
I don't want meat on a stick. I want a strawberry muffin.
Here's a gold coin.
Muffin. Don't really, you are an ass. Want a muffin?
So everybody,
Like this.
Yeah, I'm like,
You're an asshole.
so everybody gets some breakfast air. You walk over and you see these people, especially the children, sitting there, and they're very
Children for the
emaciated.
festival.
They're very emaciated, and the children are crying, and nobody's really even looking at them. They're just getting their water and their wares, and just totally, there's like an empty circle surrounding these people. Like nobody even wants to get close to them.
I'm going to approach one of the kids that's like of an age to like answer questions, like not a 6-year-old or something, like one of the older ones.
All
You
right.
said there was some adults in there too, right?
Yeah, there's adults and children. There's 3 men, 2 women, and 2 small boys.
Okay. I'm
While
going
she's
to
doing
approach.
that, I'm keeping an eye out for the guards. Make sure they don't approach her.
while you're eating meat on a stick.
Yep.
And
I'm going
I
to-
will say, when you approach these children, the people in the nearby vicinity kind of look at you like, "Oh shit!"
Are they just sitting together, or are they penned off?
They're in stocks.
They're in stocks with donkey.
Well, if the people are looking at me funny, I'm going to stop one of them and ask them why. Why are these people in stockades?
Oh, well, the last festival, they were convicted of malicious unhappiness by the Baron.
Unhappiness.
Yes, they were trying to spread their unhappiness to others, and
So they were locked in the stock. And
yes,
how long will they stay there?
until the Baron decides that they will not be spreading their unhappiness anymore, and they find their joy again.
Which I'm sure is quite easy to find in a stock.
Well, the Baron does like his motivational techniques. And there's a smile. And I would suggest you not mess with them, though. The Baron does not like others to interfere in his punishments. And she kind of like bows her head to you and walks off.
Thank you.
And with that, we'll take a break.
Yeah, the little birthday boy's being a brat. He wants to go outside.
Come on.
Yeah, I'll trade you for the shit master that I have sitting in our room.
Come on.
Oh, Lordy.
Crap, I'm conflicted because
Right.
Air would really want to go up and tickle those kids. Like,
Bryn wouldn't let you because Bryn would remind you that their customs are different than our customs, and Vikings have customs that not all cultures agree with. So we just need to let it be. It's not worth it. There's a bigger picture.
yeah. We're probably having this conversation in Asimir while this is.
Yeah.
There's a bigger picture, and it's of a smile.
Yeah. I mean, by all means, if we end up having to flee the village, if we run past the stockade, you can get them out on our way out of the village. But right now, when the village is on lockdown for the next 2 days, right now is probably not the best time.
I know. So, who's still here with me?
And me.
Me, you, and Lucy.
Okay, so I'm thinking at some point we need to meet the Burgermeister because
Unfortunately.
clearly he's a crazy person that's running this craziness.
I also vote we do that closer to when the village is not on lockdown,
Yeah,
just in case we make a bad impression.
right. We probably want to check out the circus first.
Especially if it's in the city limits.
Yes. If the circus is in the city limits, we should go check that out first, and then maybe we should also check out this lady Fiona and see if she can give us any more knowledge on the town, because she's supposed to be very wealthy. And we can't get to Wizards of the Wine, obviously. What else? What else? She said that there was a coffin maker shop and a stockyards, but neither one of them are very neither one of them are very busy.
I kind of want to talk to the coffin maker dude.
Okay.
Because I feel like since he's described as ornery, he's not going to be all fake happy.
Yep.
And might actually give us some information without it us getting that information straight from the Burgermeister, where he's going to be like, "You're not happy, get the fuck out."
Yeah. And from the first one, you had the church, too.
Yep.
The church.
Mm-hmm. That's where y'all were going to go originally, and then you stopped at the end.
I typed this down. Church of Saint Andal.
Yeah.
The Vandal?
It was another haven, protected from darkness or whatever.
So we've got the church and the circus. We don't know yet if the circus is inside town, though.
Oh, that's not good.
And we know that Ishmark went to the Burgermeister, so.
Mm-hmm.
Do any of the donkeys in the stocks look like Ishmark?
If they are, we're going to throw rotten food at them. Him.
I mean, he did seem pretty unhappy when we got here.
I wonder why.
I don't know. I didn't burn down his house.
Or let his sister get taken by Strahd.
I technically didn't let that happen either.
Yeah, we tried real hard not to have that happen.
The last thing I did was yell at him for not letting me kill stuff I wanted to kill.
And for being a little bitch about it. Okay, so let's try. Do we want to try the circus first and then the church, or the church then the circus? Because we know the church is inside town.
I think we do church and coffin maker, and while we're headed to those places, ask about the circus.
I like that plan. Because we did know that the church was a safe place, and did we get the name of the? I don't think I wrote him down. Do we know who runs that church?
I don't think the guard told you that.
Okay.
He just told you to seek sanctuary there because they offered free sanctuary. Yeah.
Okay. So let's go check out the church and then the coffin maker.
Yeah, we're good with churches.
Don't burn this. Don't kill this priest. Let's just make that a rule. Unless this priest is a vampire, we don't kill this priest. Like, that was a bad idea.
Looking at the Goliath.
Yeah.
As long as he doesn't attack me, we're good. Totally unprovoked.
Right.
Yep.
Right.
They don't yell, "Hey, we killed your kid," and then they won't provoke you.
Yeah.
So. Yeah, that's so productive.
Coffin maker.
Right.
Ask about the circus on our way whenever we talk to the people at the church and the coffins, and then either the circus or Lady Fiona, because since she's a noble, she might have some strings to pull since we're locked in here like rats in a trap. What do we think?
The longer we can put off talking to fuckwad, the better.
I'm assuming you're referring to circus fuckwad, not Burgermeister fuckwad.
Yes, the first one.
The easy little one that made people look.
Lord fuckwad.
Okay, so
where are you going first?
The church?
Church.
All right.
Okay, here we go for another church massacre. This is gonna be fun.
Before we go, I turn and look at the party. I'm like, for the love of all that is holy, please do not kill this priest. Unless he legitimately attacks you and you fear for your life, please do not kill this priest.
What
We're
if
locked
his
in this.
turns down around him? But he's okay.
We're locked in this
You
city
know you're
powder keg.
Yeah, my word.
Thank you.
Yeah, that one fears nothing. So yeah, fearing for his life is not something he ever does.
Okay, then fear for our lives.
I have. As long as he doesn't violate my principles, he's fine.
Okay.
Unless he attacks Kraken.
I'm not for sure what your principles were, but they seem to change. So I'm really not reassured at all.
Yeah, they do. Okay, Bear, here's your parameters. Unless he attacks Kraken, you leave him alone.
That's actually probably a really good rule of thumb. As long as no one brutally attacks the innocent puppy, we don't hurt them.
Yes.
That's actually a really good rule of thumb. Or unless the pixie says go. You need,
Yeah, I would say there's a safe word
you
involved.
need a code word that Pix can yell.
No, I feel like letting the pixie be in charge of that code word is a bad plan.
Yeah.
That's a good point. We need a code word that the cat can yell. I feel like Solus is the most like to. We need a code word that we need a Jenga situation word. So when things are going south, we need a code word.
Scrabble.
I feel like that code word is just anytime ear yells, fuck shit up.
No.
When the cleric is telling you to kill things, it's okay to kill things.
But Bryn can just say it in our heads, so it's not like we give the enemy any idea that we're about to just.
Yeah.
Yeah.
True.
I can say it to her in Asimir.
When my sister tells me it's okay to kill things, I'll joyously announce to everyone it's okay to kill things. Or just hit something with a hammer and hope you all take the very subtle hint.
Yeah, you probably catch that. So
That's the signal. Me smashing something with a hammer.
All right.
Super subtle.
So you head through town, and you come upon the slouching, centuries-old stone church, which has a bulging steeple in the back and walls lined with crack-stained glass windows depicting pious saints. A fence of wrought iron encloses a garden of gravestones next to the church, and a thin mist creeps amongst those graves. You go inside, and inside you find a woman is the only parishioner there currently. She is praying at the altar to the Sun Lord that is depicted. The priest is off to the side with the boy, young boy, probably it looks to be an altar boy of some kind.
oh boy, this is going well already.
Yeah, I was about to say, oh shit.
And
No conclusions yet, guys. No conclusions. They're not Catholic.
and you notice that some of the glass from the windows has been broken, and when you came up outside, you saw what am I trying to say? You saw that things had been scratching at the walls and doing some different things, like something had attacked it that night. And you come in, and the priest looks up, and he notices you guys, and he comes over, and he says, "Welcome to St. Andrew's. Are you seeking haven from the darkness outside and the darkness of the night, or?"
We seek
No, not really.
information.
Oh, well, all are welcome here. Please come in.
What is your name, good father?
My name is Father Lucian Petrovich.
Father Lucian.
Before we get too far into this, do you have anything creepy in your basement? Because last church we were into was a creepy basement.
No.
We don't per se have a basement. We have
Perfect,
a crawl
we're good.
space.
No, good.
God.
It's like Pee-wee's Bike all over again. The Alamo doesn't have a basement.
And he looks over and at the boy, and he's like, "Yeska, come here and help these travelers." And you can see the boy. He looks a little taken aback because he's probably not seen anyone like your group before. But the priest is very welcoming and very, like, doesn't show any kind of shock or anything. He's just seems to be a very godly man.
For a place that offers sanctuary from the night, it doesn't seem like y'all are very safe.
We couldn't help but notice the scratch marks and signs of attack on the outside of your church.
Yes.
Went to bust the windows.
It's like condoms, it's only 99% effective.
He kind of glances over at the child, and he kind of says, "Yeska, why don't you go help Yudo there with her prayers?" And he kind of motions for, especially you, Air, to kind of come over to where the boy can't really hear what he's about to say.
I follow him.
And he's like, "Yes, I see that you are of a holy order as well, my dear. Perhaps you can help us with this problem. You see, we have been protected from the depredations of the unholy up until last night. We had the bones of St. Andrel himself sealed in a crypt, but that is the altar that you see before you." And he kind of motions and to the altar, the Sun Lord that the old woman is praying at. But it seems like they have been taken. I did not know. I just discovered it this morning. And now our protections are failing.
So without the saint's bones, this is no longer a holy space?
Yes, I fear that we are losing our hallowed ground. I was the only one with the knowledge of the bones. I fear that I did tell young Yeska over there about a couple weeks ago because he was so afraid of the evils that were assaulting us in the darkness. And I don't think such a boy himself could move the altar and take the bones. And I've questioned him, but he just will not say anything. So I do not know what to think. But without the bones, we are not safe. And he says that very low, like.
You don't know where they could have gone. Could anyone have overheard you speaking to the boy?
No. I was very, very careful with that, but in hindsight, I shouldn't have trusted such a young lad. But Yeska has never failed me before, and I thought to dissuade his fears, but it was foolish of me, and it has led us to this. And he kind of motions to the broken glass and stuff that they were cleaning up.
Does he have any family?
Oh, no, he is an orphan. I've taken him under my wing and raising him in the priesthood. It is just me, Yeshka, and my groundskeeper, Milivosh. Milivosh. He's probably out in the gravestones. He tends the grounds during the day for us.
Would he be strong enough to move your altar?
Yes, but I don't know why he would do such a thing. He knows that. I mean, he doesn't know about the bones unless Yeska told him, and I would hope that he wouldn't do such a thing. He has been quite discontent lately, but I would. And he kind of pauses, and like he's mulling it over. He hadn't thought of this before. And he's like, I would hate to think that he would do such a thing, but he would be capable.
Where would we find this Milovich?
Well, As I said, I think he is probably out in the grounds. During the day, he tends the grounds.
Would you mind if we questioned him?
Certainly, as long as you promise me you will not hurt the boy. You can talk to Yeshka too, but again, please try not to frighten him. He is a very timid soul. He has seen a lot in his...
telling pause where we all went,
I can promise. I can promise we won't hurt the child. But
We're great with kids.
If the man is involved in the
We need
taking
one
of
for
your
the festival. I mean,
if the man was involved in the taking of your saint's bones, things might go badly.
All I ask is that you show mercy if you're able. And don't initiate any violence.
I look at my party. We will do our best.
Let me talk to the kid.
No.
I won't.
I'm gonna leave the father and go walk over to where the little kid is.
I say to the barbarian in his head, we'll just stand back and look scary. It tends to work better than when we actually ask questions.
Yeska, can I speak with you?
I'm just glaring at him.
Yeska looks up at you and he is, you can tell he is very, very intimidated. I mean, you are a very strange and imposing figure yourself there.
I'm going to kneel down so that I'm on his level. I have a few questions for you, and I need you to be honest with me, child.
He shakes his head, yes.
Father Lucian told you about the saint's bones in the altar, right?
And at this point, the old woman looks up at you.
Oh, I pulled him away from the old woman. I didn't do it by the old woman. That's why I was trying to get him away.
Okay.
No, I wasn't doing it by the old woman. That's why I said, will you come and talk with me? Like, I was trying to, get him away.
He's like, yes.
Did you tell anyone about them? Anyone at all? Maybe someone else who was scared like you were?
And he
better tell the truth, boy.
he freezes up and he slowly nods his head yes, and he looks really crestfallen.
Did you tell the groundskeeper?
And he kind of looks around like he's really nervous.
You're not going to be in trouble, boy. Just tell me the truth.
Don't ask him if he told the groundskeeper. Ask him who he told. Don't lead the witness. That's how you get in trouble.
He shakes his head yes.
Did you tell anyone else?
He shakes his head vehemently no.
Can you tell me why you told him?
He's talking very low and he's like, he's been so unhappy and scared, and I thought that would make him happy to know that we're safe.
Okay. And I ruffle his hair a little bit. Okay, go to Father Lucian.
And he scrambles off as fast as he can.
Right. I'm gonna fly over. Is the altar open where the bones were taken?
No. The altar is closed. There's an old woman praying at it fervently.
All right, I'm gonna fly over to Air.
You wouldn't even realize that it was that unless
a reliquary. We would know it was a reliquary.
Yeah, it looks like a really huge altar to the Sun Lord dude.
Air. Do me a favor.
What?
Ask the priest if we can open up the altar.
I think we'll have to wait for the old lady to leave, but okay.
We can just stuff her
I can
in
make
there.
the old lady leave.
Let's be
Meanwhile,
nice to open it.
If Pix flew up there, the old woman looks up and she kind of jumps back a little bit and she's like, "Are you an angel come to answer my prayers, little one?"
She absolutely is.
I could have so much fun with this. Air, can I have fun, please?
We all drop to our knees like, oh.
It's a miracle.
gonna cast minor illusion.
Guys.
Nope, I'm doing it. I'm casting minor illusion.
Father Lucian has taken Yeska like in the back room to kind of have a heart to heart with him.
Incredibly ironic for the Asimir who actually have like angel blood.
Yes.
Got me in the background. It's the second coming. Oh
much like minor illusion where I'm just getting much bigger, and all of a sudden the wings are getting much bigger, and I'm just hovering there.
And she just like prostrates herself in front of you, and there's tears in her old eyes.
I would face palm, but my mask gets in the way.
There's just over there like,
okay. Go home. You are safe.
She's like, Divine One, please answer my prayers and save my boy. Please.
Oh, shit.
Where's your boy?
Damn it.
I'm gonna come and
In picks his head. I'm just like, tell her you'll do what you can, but you make no promises. That's what the good deities do.
Lean up against the altar. Where's your boy?
Let's have her go save the missing daughter in return for us then taking on the quest of her son. Let's have her do something for us.
They're really good.
Yeah, because it's a really old, like, feeble woman's.
You know, in every tale, like you've gotta be set on a path by a deity. So this is her chance.
The deity of
She's gonna be a hero.
She's just like totally just enraptured on the floor, staring up with her little hands and just tears falling down her eyes. And she's like, please, Divine One, he didn't mean to make that sign and anger the Burgermeister, please.
Is your child one of the ones at the stocks?
She kind of glances at you and she's like, no, my boy is in the Burgermeister's mansion. Like she went to say dungeon, and then she switched to mansion. She kind of looks around her.
Shit.
All right, Divine One. You brought this upon yourself.
All will come to those in time. All will come to those in time.
I'm trying to be as cryptic as fucking possible.
She like grabs your feet and she starts kissing your feet. And she's
The
like,
minor illusion feat. Oh, that's great. She's just grabbing through fucking air.
she's like,
I don't know.
I'm gonna see if I can like take her hands and be like, we'll see what we can do to help your boy, but the Divine One needs to speak with the priest alone now, so why don't you go home?
All will be well.
she just has this look of utter like shock and just like
I'm leading her toward the door, like, okay, come on, that's nice, Grandma, go home now.
And as they're walking out, I just go, oh.
She exits, but she's looking back the whole time, and tears are just running down her poor face.
Actually, if anybody was going to be the angel, it has to be Pix because she could literally raise the dead.
Yeah.
Oh, the most sadistic person here is a freaking angel. This is awesome.
Well, and the two people that actually have angel blood in them were raised to be religious, so it's kind of blasphemous for them to pretend to be deities.
Yeah. Like, Frigga strike me down kind of thing.
So you're alone in the church.
I turn back, I'm like, you want the top off the altar?
Yes.
Okay.
No.
Easily, don't break it, please.
We're gonna ask first. Make sure it's okay with the
treat
priest.
to a dog. Gentle.
I'm looking around for valuables.
We're just going to slowly shift it so that way Kraken can get a sniff of the bones.
Strength check.
I'm not gonna even call that. I mean,
This is you, for
Clearly
God's
the
sake.
got it
you
open.
can lift that pretty easily. I mean, it's not that much. So,
All right. I just need
Brian,
something.
there's like nothing really valuable in this church. There's
Do I notice
everything's.
Do I notice him casing the place?
I'm just walking around looking
Yeah, I
intently
mean,
and just disappointed. I'm just going to sit in one of the pews.
Hands in your pockets, please?
I've only got 4 of them.
Okay, well, just don't steal
Right.
anything from this church, please. They've already been
There's
robbed once.
nothing to steal. As I like.
I said that out loud.
Like the only nice thing here is this altar, and it's just like stone. There's no gold filigree or anything. It's just
Can't put that in my pockets.
yeah. So
Good.
Solus, will you pick up Kraken so he can sniff inside the crypt, please?
the Kraken's just kind of bounding around at your feet.
Do I have to touch it?
I pick up the puppy so the cat does not have to pick up the puppy.
And
Kraken, get a good sniff. Get a good sniff.
Hold on, let me take care of this.
Oh shit.
I do my.
That takes like 10 minutes. That
Yeah.
takes like 10 minutes for you to do that. We need him to smell it now. I don't want 10 minutes.
I do my speak with animals ritual.
Oh really? You're gonna cast that fucking ritual right now? Jeez.
Oh boy.
You learning magic is horrible.
I really thought
Hey,
you were going
buddy.
to grab your real dog and be like, okay.
Go find it, buddy.
all right. So Father Lucian comes out and he sees the
To
barbarian.
see what the fuck is taking us so long because we've been on here for 10
Barbarian's
minutes.
doing
I'm gonna go meet the father away from it and be like, I'm sorry, we know that Milovich is the captor, but we're just having our tracker get a good whiff of the altar. That way he can track the bones for us, and we can bring them back to you.
Tell him that rest assured he's been visited by a deity now.
He kind of looks kind of strange. He's like, you could just go question the lad out in the
Yes, I know.
yard.
I'm aware. We're taking the long route.
We didn't want violence. We're we're doing it not violently.
Be very careful with that. It is
We will.
vitally important to the church.
We will put
He
it
says,
where
as
we found it.
I'm holding a puppy inside the hole.
Now listen, Your Holiness. Don't you worry about them, but maybe you can help me with the little issue here. You know, see, I've lived a hard life of depravity, and as you can see, my feet are a little off. Do you have anything that might help me with this affliction? As I kind of tug on his pant leg with my monkey foot.
Oh dear. Are you cursed, my son? Or
Obviously, or
Yes, he is. Clearly.
maybe I picked it up from one of those poxy whores down by the docks. You
Oh,
never
shit.
know. But perhaps you've got
You're
something
saying
that
such
can
a
help.
thing.
Maybe
Oh,
we should look into
come with me and let's see what we can do. And he kind of motions you.
I'm
to
gonna look back
a
at the group and be like, I got this.
side room.
I'm like, if you rob him, I'm gonna kill you.
It's a distraction. Hurry
Yeah,
up.
he takes you back there, and he's got Yeska fetching holy oils and stuff, and he's bathing your feet in them. And he casts and remove curse, but nothing happens, and he's just trying different prayers.
Maybe
and stuff.
maybe if you massage that oil in there real well, that'll help.
Nope.
Oh. So
You
okay.
guys are clear to go. Don't worry about the priest. He's preoccupied.
Okay, so do we has the ritual been completed?
Yes. So
Yes.
10 minutes have gone by. And all of a sudden you hear Kraken say, Happy! Bones! Where's the bones? Where's the bones? I smell bones. Where's the bones?
I need you to find the bones, but on your way out, you've got to piss on the weird the guy with weird feet. You need to pee on his feet before you leave.
You better not be telling Kraken anything freaking weird.
He's just trying to help him out with his athlete's foot.
Okay, where's
One
that?
with the. Go find the feet and let me know where the bones are.
The weird feet. And he goes running over to Solus and he just starts pissing on
Because all you said was fucking weird feet.
monkey feet. Because all Kraken knows him as is pirate.
What the hell did you tell him? What did you tell Kraken? Did you tell him to go after the bones, or did you tell him to go piss on the cat?
Bear, you better get that dog.
I'm gonna get slowly really puffy.
I go flying over. I grab Kraken. I sit on. I'm like, Kraken, come on, let's go, bones, find bones, bones. Leave the kitty alone. Leave the kitty. Come on, let's go.
And you hear him say, I did good. I did go get Bones. I did good. I'm a good boy. Good.
I walk
Yes,
over to
you're very good.
Solus and offer her a cloth to like wipe her feet. Like, here.
This is incredibly terrible for me because if you think about the fact that I am not gonna tongue bath that shit.
No.
Like, I can't. Ew.
I offer her a cloth and then my water skin. Like, here.
Oh yeah, you're giving the cat water. That's great.
I'm pretty sure she's gonna prefer water to piss.
I walk over to Solus. It's like I was trying to tell him to go pee on the orc, but apparently something got lost in translation. I owe you one. I'm sorry.
No words. Just doing that cat shoulder thing. Like, no.
I'll own that one.
That's good because otherwise you were probably gonna wake up to a dead dog.
That or a hairball in my boot.
Yep.
Shitting in your boot.
That's probably still gonna happen.
Yeah, you're probably still gonna find shit in your boot.
Okay, we followed the dog.
Okay, yeah, I'm going out to find. I'm like, let's go find Milanovich.
Mm-hmm.
Milanovich.
I say I'm riding Kraken, and he is following the scent.
Yep. And Kraken goes out towards the graveyard. And airs out, go in that same direction, and you see the groundskeeper. He has a shovel in hand, and he looks up to see you guys, and he does not have the most welcoming of expressions like the priest did. And he slams his shovel into the ground and kind of leans on it, and when you get close enough, he kind of just, what can I do for you?
Well, grave robber, I want to know where you put the bones.
You could answer some questions for us.
He kind of, I don't like what you're insinuating there.
Oh, no, let me just state it outright. You stole the bones of Saint Andal from the altar, and now the church's protections are fading, so you're going to tell us where the bones are and why you stole them. Or things are going to get very, very unpleasant for you. And believe me, this group does unpleasant particularly well.
Give me an intimidation check.
Oh, shit.
While they're doing that, what are Kraken and I doing?
Kraken is all over this dude. Like, sniffing his pants legs and all over
19.
him, basically.
I rolled a 21.
Okay. Yeah, this guy just turns pale white. And he's like, okay, look, I don't want any trouble. Yeska told me about the bones, and I might have passed that information along to Henrik when he was here the last time. And he paid me some money to help keep my family going. We were about to starve to death, and all he wanted in return was these old bones, and the priest says they're magical, but
you realize that. Can I do a light cantrip on my hand so that my hands are glowing?
Well, I mean, he kind of looks at you and he's like, I know that type of magic exists, and he kind of motions around and he's like, there's plenty of bones here.
They're not holy. You've destroyed the holy wards. This place is a walking time bomb.
If there are plenty of bones here, why didn't you sell them to the other motherfucker and tell him that they were the saint bones? You fucked hard.
What my sister said.
When you say that, I just go, "Oh, that was supposed to be an inside thought." Shit.
I didn't think I was doing any harm. I would never want to harm Father Lucian.
Well, clearly you did. So, why don't you tell us who this Henrik is and where he took the bones?
Henrik.
I don't think this will do any harm, and I punch him in the stomach.
He's behaving.
Oh God. Okay.
We promised the priest we would be good.
This is good. I hadn't hit him with an axe.
Give me an attack roll.
I swear to God, if he's got like 3 hit points and you kill him, I'm gonna smack you.
We have a
And you don't
necromancer.
get hounds who smack you.
That's going to be a
Like that one.
We got a grave we can just roll him into and say, nope, couldn't find him. Sorry.
24 to hit.
Oh yeah, that hits.
Let's see. Well, good news is I rolled a 1, or wait, it's a D4. Yeah, it's a D4. I rolled a 1, so it's only a 7.
Okay, what is?
I'm just trying to knock the wind out. I'm not going full force to break him.
Yeah, well, this kid only has 4 HP.
Justin!
Well, he's knocked unconscious at least.
So he falls to the ground and he's not moving.
I just turn and look at the
And
lion.
Kraken
I'm like,
at his feet.
see what you did? See what you did?
Question, did he just land on me and Kraken since Kraken is circling his feet?
I think Kraken has enough dexterous that he jumped out of the way.
Okay, I'm just checking. I'm like, I've got it on.
Yeah, but now Kraken's like on top of the body, like sniffing around. You see that the kid's chest is rising and falling, but he is like on death's door. Because that was almost double damage.
Follow the bones. Stop sniffing the dead dude and follow the bones.
I would
Follow
like to
the
know who
bones.
Henrik is, so I'm going to have to raise him, heal his ass, and I look at Barbarian. I'm like, you back up 10 feet.
Pix, when you say that, Kraken like sneezes and then he goes running off down the road.
Or follow the pixie.
Okay.
Come on, man, let's
My
go.
sister, I'm like, go with him, please.
Giggles.
Hey, at least I
I
did
follow them to babysit.
Would have been double damage. He would have been dead all right.
I'm going to cast. Let me see, what's my lowest one that I can cast?
Are you coming with me?
Yeah, I'm with you.
Okay, so Bear's going with me since he's
And
been
I send my sister after you with the hope of possibly not killing you.
She sent me to babysit you. I'm really not happy about it.
So Solus and Air are with the unconscious dude on the ground.
I'm
Smo
not following that dog.
Smo is getting his feet washed by the priest. And
technically it's not Kraken's fault.
everybody else is following the dog. So
He's peeing all over.
I'm going to kneel down and cast Cure Wounds,
okay.
which is 1d8 plus my spellcasting modifier. So 7.
Okay, so yeah.
Plus
He jumps up and he's like,
5.
What?
So, yeah,
What happened?
12.
What happened?
I don't let him jump up though. No, I've got my hand on his chest so he can't get up. I'm like,
Okay.
you
He
suck.
died. This is judgment.
Fucking Solus is in a bad mood.
All right, look, Henrik, or look, Milanovich, you're going to tell me everything you know about Henrik, where he took the bones and why he wanted them, and then I'm going to let you get up and walk away. Otherwise, I'm going to put you back down and I'm going to put you down harder, and you won't wake up next time.
I mean, I don't know why he wanted the bones. He's a coffin maker. I mean, I have no
That's why I like to
idea.
go there anyway.
He's a crotchety old man that makes the coffins for the dead, and he came to me and asked about the bones all out of the blue, and if there was anything around special, and I told him about the bones after he offered money, and we made our exchange, and he left.
As far as you know, he took them back to his coffin shop?
I don't know what he did with them, but if you're looking for him, he's probably in the coffin shop.
You're going to tell me exactly where it is and how to get there.
Okay, you just go down the road, and to right around the stockyard. Right before you get to the stockyard, take a right, and his coffin shop is in that area.
All right. I want you to remember that it's holy magic that brought you back. And it was holy magic that protected this place. You should keep that in mind next time you decide to sell out the people that care for you. And I'm going to get up and march into the church to talk to Lucian really quick and grab smoke.
Okay.
Just in time to see me saying, so I think this is really helping, but I might need some of that holy oil to take with me so I can keep applying. What did you say? Twice a day maybe would cure this right up? It looks like it, they're already looking more like feet.
I don't know, son.
I'm just kind of like ignoring this whole thing. I just marched straight up to Lucian.
Let it happen. He might get free holy oil.
No,
Like,
I'm not interrupting. I'm just ignoring Brian.
Yeah. So if I could possibly have some of this to take with me, maybe we'll get a handle on this foul curse.
I can spare 2 vials.
That would be more than perfect.
Yes, go get some.
Yes, I highly appreciate it.
As soon as the boy leaves. Go ahead.
You did a wonder on my nails there too. Like my feet are just well manicured now.
As soon as the boy leaves the room,
day in their life.
Yeah. As soon as the boy leaves the room, I step up. Father Lucian, it was Milanovic who took the bones, but he took them on the orders of a Henrik, the coffin maker. Henrik had the bones.
He hangs his head a little bit and shakes his head when you say the groundskeeper was the one that stole it. But when you said Henrik has it, he kind of cocks his head and he's like, I don't know what use Henrik would have for such things. I don't know,
but we'll retrieve them for you.
Thank you.
Definitely this place needs to be holy ground. Milanovic doesn't believe in the power of the bones. So maybe you can have an abject lesson with him.
Yes,
I think we can knock some sense into him.
I think my focus has been on the darkness so long, I need to focus a little bit more on those under my own roof.
Right. Good luck. If you ever need some spare money, you could set up a pretty sweet salon.
Well, thank you.
We'll go and try and retrieve the bones. So hopefully we'll see you before tonight. So you'll be back on holy ground.
Please, I fear the coming of darkness this night.
If we don't return with the bones before nightfall, is there somewhere safe you can go with the boy?
I mean, we house most of the town here at night. I will not forsake them.
All right. We'll try and be back by darkness then. How long do we have? Like, what time is it?
I mean, y'all woke up at the brink of dawn, so it's still mid-morning at this point. So, going towards lunch, but okay. So Pix, you Kraken is tearing off down the street, just going through people's legs and everything, and he comes to this courtyard type area and he heads in, and then all of a sudden he kind of stops and he kind of cocks his head and he sniffs around and he kind of looks to the left, he looks to the right, and he kind of looks at you and kind of whines a little.
What's wrong, buddy?
What's going on, buddy? I still have the speak with animals.
Oh, that's right.
He's like, bones one way, but strange smells other way. Really, really want to check out the strange smells.
Bones first, then strange smells.
Smells like kitty lady. Strange smells.
Oh, so it's like dog urine now?
Before or after you pee on her.
Yeah.
And while this is after we get done talking, I'm going to grab the Brian and Solace and start following the trail toward the coffin shop where we were given direction.
Okay. So
as we're walking, I want to take one of those holy oil vials and give it to Air there and say, check out what I got.
I see. You did good. Thank you for your distraction. It worked well.
Oh, you're welcome. And check out my toes.
They do look very nice.
Yeah.
And slightly less monkeyish.
It's amazing. The boy does good work.
I'm glad you were distracting them. We had a slight incident with the Goliath and the groundskeeper, but
who'd he kill?
He's killing somebody.
I'm a barbarian.
You are.
Yep.
You are.
Just
All right,
completely
so
unfazed by this.
Bear's trying to keep Kraken on track to follow the bones.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So Kraken kind of huffs a little bit, but he keeps going over to the coffin maker's shop. You see an uninviting shop that is 2 stories tall and has a sign shaped like a coffin above the front door. All the windows are shuttered, closed up tight, and a deathly silence is surrounding this establishment.
Well, in this place, this freaking shop is absolutely useless because nobody fucking died.
I knock.
You don't hear anything at first. And then you hear give me a perception check.
All of us or just her?
Just her.
17.
You faintly hear boards creaking within, you think.
I knock again.
You hear more creaking, and a voice comes from the other side and says, "We're closed. Go away."
Should Bear knock?
I don't want the door knocked down. So no.
Why not?
Kraken, where are the bones? Where are they?
Is he at the front door, or is Kraken going around the house, or?
I mean, I assume that Kraken has shown us that they're in this building, but I'd like to not bust the door down until the entire party's here.
I was just wondering if maybe he took it into a back door.
Kraken is just kind of, at this point, he is at the door, but he's kind of scared. He isn't very, very eager to go in this place.
What's wrong, buddy?
Let's remember this dog is our barometer for finding evil shit. So
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What's wrong, buddy?
And
I asked him the same thing.
He's like bad smells.
Bear, what's wrong with him?
I was instructed to babysit and nothing else, so I'm waiting for everyone else to catch up with us before we start shit with anyone.
I'm knocking the door loudly. I need to talk to you. Come here.
And you hear after a few minutes, you hear, "Go away, leave me alone."
have we caught up yet?
Yeah, I'll say y'all caught up.
Oh, good. You all found the coffin maker's shop as well. This is
Open the door, you damn bone thief, or I'm going to open it for you.
Something's wrong with Kraken. He doesn't want to go in there.
I said, "Go away."
No.
Henrik. We know you have the bones of the saint, and we know they're going back to the church. So open the door, or we open it.
Go away, I said.
Last
You want me to
chance.
unlock it?
Mm-hmm.
I guess we're going to have to do a bear knock.
I was gonna see if Smoke could pick it.
Smoke.
Yeah, if Brian can see if the door unlocks while he's trying to pick the lock, can I make a lap around his building to see if there's any back door or anything so the dude can't run out?
Yeah, that's what I was.
You make a lap around the building. There is no other exit other than windows, but everything has been boarded up solid. Or not
Well,
even light is shining through.
Oh shit!
While Smo's looking, I'm making sure no one's watching us.
You don't see anybody around. No. What did you roll?
Boarded shut.
That's a 17 to pick the lock.
17. Yeah, the You pick the lock. You hear it go
Alright.
click.
I go in.
Easy
Nice.
open, yeah.
When I come back around, I let them know that there's not a back door.
Good.
What was the
And
guy's name again?
I grab my sister's shoulder and point to the windows.
But shield hinder.
Yeah, I'm gonna
I-
follow in behind the Goliath too.
Okay, so the Goliath goes in first, and then you follow. Okay.
Yeah, I'm behind. I was like, Kraken. I'm still riding Kraken and encouraging him to stay with Bear.
I'm gonna cast the light on Greylich's weapon as he passes by me, so that he'll have light in there since the windows are boarded up, and I'm pretty sure there's gonna be vampires.
Yeah, I was actually just typing that.
Okay, give me
Give me that close hand up real quick. Let's see if I got something yet.
Okay.
Yes, I have dangerous sense.
So you two enter what appears to be a workshop. It has all kinds of things a carpenter would need to make coffins and or furniture. There's 3 sturdy work tables stretched across the length of the west wall. And Henrik is backing up away from you guys.
Where are the bones?
Listen, you don't. I can't.
I'm gonna follow Greylich and Smo into the shop. You realize you've removed the protection of the entire town, so they all shelter there at night.
I just start
You're
burying.
sentencing your neighbors to die without them.
Look. I don't want any more trouble. Okay. I did not mean for all this to happen. Things have gotten out of hand.
Then hand the bones back over, and you won't have any trouble.
I can't.
Can't or won't?
Can't. I'm not going back up there. Not after y'all have come.
Give them to me.
Where?
Then go get them.
Then tell us where they are.
They're upstairs.
Kraken,
What else
find the
is
bones.
upstairs?
They're
Be
upstairs.
careful. I don't think it's by himself. I don't think the bones will be unprotected.
Who is they?
I don't know. All I know is that I'm not allowed upstairs anymore. I was
Who's
visited.
not allowed upstairs?
I was.
say we dump his ass in one of these coffins.
Hey, let him finish what he said. He was
Lock
visited
the
by
shop
someone, and I'm
go.
betting it's fixing to be strawed.
I
Who
was.
were you visited by?
I was visited by a nobleman named Vasily. He offered me a lot of money to rent out the top of my shop, no questions asked. And then a couple days ago, he came asking me to procure some bones for him. He gave me money to pay off the groundskeeper and some to keep for myself as payment. And I am only supposed to just go about work as normal and not ask any questions and not go upstairs.
What does this Vasily look like?
He was a well-dressed nobleman. I mean, they all kind of resemble each other in their wealth. He had dark hair and a snotty attitude.
I'm looking at Smo. Sound familiar?
Yeah, sounds like your boyfriend.
Well,
Did he sound bad poetry?
No, I did not hear any bad poetry.
Lucky you.
while all this is going on, I'm going to leave Kraken at Bear's feet, and I'm going to turn invisible and just slowly start flying up the stairs to see what I can hear.
Okay.
And are there windows on this main floor as well as upstairs?
Everything, there are windows, but all of them are boarded up. They have like iron lattice work all around them. They used to be frosted glass, but now everything is like boarded up and locked from the inside.
How possible would it be for me to make it where sunlight can come in some of them?
I mean, you could break the windows and you might get a little bit, but there's boards, pretty substantial on there. You would have to really.
Does anybody have well, detect good and evil's wonky here, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Can you detect the dead pics?
No, I want to get halfway up the stairs, and I want to see if this is going to work. Give me 1 sec, because I want to make sure that I can do it, but I want to cast Detect Thoughts.
Oh.
Fancy.
But I have to remember how close I have to be for it.
Well, I say we stuff this guy in one of his coffins and nail the lid shut while we go investigate. That way he doesn't cause any trouble while we go up there.
He
right,
just.
It's within 30 feet, but I have to be able to see them.
He's like,
what if we just knock on the door to upstairs and say housekeeping?
Well, I'm invisible. That's what I'm hoping is I can get up there and.
Am I within 30 feet of the dude? Am I within 30 feet of the guy?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, we're worried that he's a vampire, right?
I don't think I don't think that the coffin maker is a vampire. I think everyone upstairs is.
Yeah. Wait a minute.
He's like, look, the bones are in the wardrobe upstairs. If you want them, take them. But
Right next to the lion and the witch.
I'm going to get out of here. I don't want any trouble, and I don't want to die this day.
All right. While they're all arguing, I'm still invisible. I'm flying up the stairs. Is there an actual lock on the door, like a key lock?
Okay. You're going to fly into the next room.
But isn't there a door there?
Mm-hmm. You're going to fly through that door into the next room, right?
Well, yeah, I wasn't sure if the door was shut or not, or whatever door was shut where they are.
Well, you're on the ground floor. So
Yeah,
you fly into the next room and it is basically coffin storage. There are 13 coffins surrounding you.
Good number.
Burn them all.
Yeah.
Hmm?
And there's a door leading to another room, correct?
There is 2 doors. Yep.
All right. I'm going to stick my little face inside the lock to look through and see if I can see anyone.
You see no one. The first one, you stick your little head through, and it just looks like a junk room. It has tables, chairs, lanterns. It just looks like a bunch of stuff was shoved in here, maybe to make room for something else.
Okay.
The other one you look into and you see stairs going up.
Yeah.
I grab what's his name by around the neck, drag him to the other room, and start checking coffins to make sure there's nothing in them.
Well, yeah, I'm casting Detect Thought and looking around to see if I see anyone, hear anyone, because it is 30 feet. So you're within 30 feet.
You hear your companions thinking various things. You hear you hear the coffin. You hear the coffin maker like cursing like a sailor in his head, and just very fearful. And
does Detect Thoughts work on vampires?
They're not the same type of undead. They do have thoughts.
I'm going to follow them in the coffin room.
Okay.
Yep, may as well.
The only problem is I can't hear their thoughts if it's daylight and they're asleep.
Is there anything in the coffins that I'm looking through?
Nope. They're just coffins laid out that he's apparently made for sale.
I drag him and check the other room.
I'm going up the other flight of stairs.
Is the stuff in the stuff room, or is there anything that we could improvise stakes out of?
There's a lot of furniture. You could probably break some chair legs and such.
All right, I'm gonna snag me a couple pointy woodens.
Okay. I'll say you
'Cause,
could
yeah.
probably break off about 4 or 5 of those things.
Because I've got a minute of this, so I'm gonna fly up the other set of stairs.
Yep, and
Be careful, angel lady.
let's see.
Do I come to another locked door?
You come up to here. There's a double doors on either side of you.
All right, I'm gonna stick my head through the locks again and look around.
Okay. Over on this side, you see what appears to be a kitchen. There's a table and chairs and kitchen implements, but you don't see anybody in there. And then on this side, you just see cobwebs and stacks of wooden planks with the crates labeled junk kind of piled up on the far wall.
And I don't hear any thoughts besides my friends, since now I'm up higher than them.
Yep, just your friends.
I'm gonna follow Pix up the stairs. You need anybody to open doors for you?
I'm gonna put the coffin maker in the junk room and wedge a coffin up against the door so you can't get out.
I say we go into the storage.
Yeah, I'm gonna go upstairs then too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you should put Bryn a little further forward for the telepathic relay.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm gonna just slip through the one door, like not even really open it since I'm so small, just barely crack it and kind of slip through. So that way they know which direction I went, but not enough to really open up the door all the way.
Okay, so you're going in the junk
Go
room?
through the keyhole like
Into the junk room, yeah.
the bell get your butt stuck.
Yep.
Okay. So everybody else is on the stairwell. I'm just going to pile y'all all in there. Okay. And
I just want to see what's here before we go into where I'm pretty sure this asshole is.
You're still invisible, right?
Yep.
Yep. You see more junk. There's more crates labeled junk piled against the wall in front of you.
How many crates are there?
I'm going to fly up to the top of the crates and look around the corner.
There's 7 crates, I think. 7 or 8 crates, yeah. Okay.
I'm going to get up to the top of those and look around the corner on that inside.
Be careful of the crates.
Yeah,
Yep.
they're very suspicious. Just junk. Don't look in me.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's more piles of wood that's probably used for coffin making. There's more crates labeled
That's
junk.
all right. I'm going to fly back through the little crack I made in the door, fly into the hallway.
Okay.
The corner.
And here we go through the other door. So this way they know once again I'm going through it. Just barely open it and slip in.
Well, everybody's in the hallway, so you're going to go in the kitchen?
Yep.
And detect
Because I want everybody to see the doors.
I whisper to Pix.
Because
"Look
nobody,
for a wardrobe."
yeah, nobody can see me, so I want them to see whenever the door just barely opens enough for me to slide through it, so they know which way I'm going.
Gotcha. Yep, you're in the kitchen.
Is there a closed door into that last room,
Okay. The last room.
or is it open?
Yeah, you can get in there. The last room.
Okay,
Happy about that.
Oh no, it's fine. This is what you assume is Henrik's bedroom. There's a modest bedchamber with a cot, some well-made pieces of furniture, including a table, padded chair, bookshelf, and a wardrobe on the south wall.
But nothing in the darkness since that I can see. Since I have dark vision.
No.
I'm going to slip past,
Right.
since Pix isn't saying anything, I'm going to slip past my sister into the kitchen.
Okay.
I'm gonna fly back into the kitchen where Air is. And I'm just
After our
gonna land.
experience with the door in the basement, I'm gonna assume the wardrobe is a mimic and this whole thing was a trap.
Just so Air knows that I'm there, I'm gonna land on her shoulder.
Okay.
What'd you find?
Nothing so far. Either he's hiding in a closet or he is in one of those massive amounts of crates in the storage room. The storage room is pretty big. And there's a lot of crates in there.
Well, our goal is the bones of the wardrobe. Did you find a wardrobe?
There's one in this bedroom.
So
But there's no one in it. We need to find him first. Because if we take the bones, we can't keep him safe if he's here.
well, I don't think that this Vallaki guy's here. Somebody's here, but I don't think it's the Vallaki guy.
Well,
So-
whoever they are, they sleep because I can't detect their thoughts. The only thoughts I can hear is everyone else's.
All right, so let's go start taking lids off crates. This is going to end well.
Let me take the word to the bedroom real quick just before.
What'd you say,
Just to make sure.
Smoke?
I think we should secure those bones first. Or at
Yeah,
least
I agree. I think we should grab them.
So I'm gonna go back into the bedroom and just look inside the wardrobe to see if the bones are in there.
Jump
I'm going to
scare.
follow her.
Okay. Give me a perception check, please.
Both of us are just picks.
You can do both of you since you both are in there.
This is the shitty.
Non-natural 20.
Nice.
Okay, Pix. You find nothing really of value in the wardrobe, but once you start looking, you notice that there is a secret compartment in the base of the wardrobe. You pop it open, and inside are 2 sacks. The largest sack contains bones. The smaller one contains 30 silver pieces and 12 gold pieces, all coins bearing image of what you assume is Strahd.
Very, very quietly, all Air hears is, "I'm rich, bitches!"
Here. I reach into the wardrobe and grab the sack of bones, and I pick up the...
Get the other one too.
I got it. Do you want me to carry it? Do you want me to give it to Bear?
Coins are as big as her head.
Do you want me to carry it until we can give it
And
to,
his
can you
Scrooge
give it to your
McDuck
bear?
dive into it, be crushed to death.
I took the coin pouch and the bones into my pouch, my backpack.
All right.
Alright,
And
so I
then,
guess now we go hunting?
yeah?
Get the bones back
Honestly, if
first.
you got the bones, I'm cool leaving.
Yeah, I was going to say, do we really need to go hunting? I mean, like, the coffin maker kind of made his bed. He can lie in it. I don't really care if he gets eaten by whatever's in his house.
I'm fine with that. Leave him to his own shit. Let's get the fuck out of here.
Because I really doubt whoever it is hiding in a crate.
Yeah, so let's just take our happy asses back to the church.
Bear, grab Kraken.
Question mark.
Let's head back to the church, and I've got to crash out.
Alrighty. I was about to ask what point we were at there. So
He was really wanting to finish
We'll just
this.
leave the coffin maker stuck in his room.
Yeah, he's fine with me.
Yeah, he's fine.
So you have the bones, and
Let
you're
us,
heading back to the church.
Yes,
Yeah,
I would like to, can we make it back to the church? Because I'd like to get the bones reinstalled in their holy altar before we...
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, please.
Yes. Sure. You make it back to the church and you reinstall the bones. Father Lucian is thrilled beyond belief, and he comes up and
Out
he
of
gives.
curiosity, is there any way you can like padlock the shit out of this altar?
Is the
So it
groundskeeper
doesn't
there?
happen again?
Well, I think that I will have to move the bones to a different location within the church now. But don't worry, I have an idea where I will put them.
Let's
the
maybe not
groundskeeper
tell the
gonna
boy
look
until he's older.
Yes.
Maybe don't tell anyone at all, ever.
Well, he'll have to tell somebody in case he dies, but like once the boy's older, you know.
No, he won't. If he dies, then no one knows where it is, and then no one can steal them.
And the church.
And the church is always protected.
Yep.
Or you could do it Fifth Element style and put the bones in the boy.
Very true. Very true.
They're not Catholic, Brian. They're not going to put the bones in any boys.
You don't know that.
Hey, pirate! Hey, pirate!
I
Either one of these bags look familiar?
I don't know. Do they look familiar to me, Sarah?
No, not really. These are like kind of dirty and stained, and they were brown originally. The one you saw was definitely like a whiter, creamy color.
Don't worry.
Harry's
Yeah,
boyfriend's
I'm
back
not
was well taken care of and a lot cleaner.
Yeah, and I'm not showing him the bag full of gold. It's just the bag of bones.
Oh, I
Yeah,
can smell it from here. Don't worry.
I'm talking to Father Lucian to make sure everything's going to be okay. And do you think
Yeah,
he'll be back up for tonight?
He assured you that everything's fine, and you, being a cleric, you feel a difference in the church now. Like you feel an energy that wasn't there.
It's once
before.
more sanctified ground.
Yeah.
Tingles.
I'm looking for the groundkeeper.
What?
Do
Why?
not
So you can
kill
find your
him.
child again?
He is with his family for the time being. We had a long chat, and he understands now what he did, and he is in repentance for his actions.
He's in a donkey mask.
But that's a personal life choice. It has nothing to do with the politics around
He
here.
did it to himself.
I wasn't going to hit him.
Right.
Uh-huh.
I was
After
going to cleave him.
Basically, y'all have a lot of stuff to do within these 2 days. So.
Yeah. After we're done talking to the father, I'm gonna look around and make sure that Smo isn't in the vicinity. And then I'm gonna go over to Greylich and be like, I have something of Pix's.
Oh, I already heard it jingling around, and I already know how much is in it. just from how much he was taking around. I'm not interested.
I'm gonna pull the pouch out and offer it up to Greylich.
There's 37 in there.
What was it, Sarah?
Oh, let me
I forgot to write it down. I was too excited about being rich.
Before we leave, I'd like to ask the priest if he knows anything about the circus.
It was 30 silver pieces and 7 gold, I believe.
Hold on 1 second. Yeah, find it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was 37 coins total. And it was.
I just thought it was fitting that it was 30 pieces of silver.
Yeah, 30 silver, 12 gold.
Oh, close.
12 gold.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be 47. I'll help with math.
Thank you.
Okay.
I went to art school for a reason.
Fantastic. I'm glad we got to play again.
Well,
Yeah, me too.
we still have to ask the priest about the circus.
I've got to go. You all go ahead and finish up.
Okay.
Nice.
We won't do anything other than talk.
The priest
Yeah.
looks at you kind of funny, and he's like, circus? I'm not sure what you're talking about there.
There was some blowhard bard in this Blue Water Tavern. Said he traveled with a circus or some such thing.
Oh,
He stole her heart with a song, preacher. She's got to find him again.
If only I can kill him.
So
Oh
leave
my.
her alone after one night of sin.
Take it back. I'm gonna kill our pirate first.
It's like that, I see. I know nothing of a circus. I have heard of a bard at the Blue Water Inn who used to be a ringmaster, but he's been here for about a month now. But as far as I know, it is only him. I would have heard about a circus, I am
Do
sure.
you know where he might be when he's not at the inn?
Yeah.
No, I do not. He is not came looking for sanctuary with us.
All right. We appreciate your help, Father. If you need any more assistance, don't hesitate to call on us.
Thank you, my child.
Oh, I was going to say don't call on us, but I mean, your way is fine too.
You've truly blessed us this day and saved many lives.
All right. Is that where we're ending?
Yep, I think so.
Hey, we actually accomplished something.
And you didn't kill anybody.
Well,
technically.
That's the more impressive part.
You knocked somebody unconscious, but you didn't actually murder anybody.
I mean, how long is the dude gonna last in his workshop, though? Like,
I assume that when whoever lives on the second floor comes back, they'll let him out and then murder him, so he won't last very long.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I kind of feel like you stole the protection of your entire town so they could get eaten by the undead. I don't really give a fuck what happens to you.
I figure right now it's like noon, so when we come back, we'll have like the other half of the day, and we're locked in town for like 2 more days. So I figure like lunchtime tomorrow, we'll go check on him. Be like, hey, are you still in there? Do you want us to let you out? Do you want to give us some more useful information? We'll totally let you out.
Yeah. So we can try and find out who this Vallaki is. Vallaki.
Also, according to this map, there totally is a back door. Sarah's a liar.
See?
Is there?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, crap. I missed that. I'm sorry. But it would have been boarded up anyway.
Yeah.
Everything was boarded up except for that front door. Like,
Sure.
insanely boarded up.
I'm just impressed that there wasn't actually anything waiting to eat us when we got upstairs.
I know. That's why I was invisible and like trying to detect thoughts and like using my spells because I'm like, there's gonna be a motherfucker up here.
Yeah, I really didn't want to go full Skyrim where we open every single crate and get like 7 apples and some celery and
Yeah.
I will say
that's
though,
why
I will say all you did cast was detect thoughts. You didn't cast anything else or do any checks up there, so.
Yeah, there could be live bodies or not so live bodies.
Or something else.
That's why I asked if anybody wanted to go hunting. Whenever y'all were like, "Nope, we're good. We got what we need. We're out." I'm like, "That's good with me. Let's go."
I mean, it's one of those, we had our goal and we did it without running into anything, which is usually what you want to happen.
Yeah.
Because I feel like if you weren't invisible and we just stomped around up there, that stuff would have tried to kill us.
Yeah.
That's what I was figuring too. So I was like, I'm just gonna take the super sneaky, my version of Skyrim approach, where I'm sneaky on everything.
I did the same thing.